kind of the gumption ability to stop people beyond talent a little bit. When will you know if this group has that? Is that an attribute that you have to have?
I think we've already solidified that, with ourselves. Basically, we come out each and every day, and that's kind of what we do with our offense. Our offense is progressing each and every day, and so we're trying to progress also. And by the way we've been performing in practice, it just shows that we still have that same type of mentality that, we're going to stop the run first. So, so far so good, and, I feel like that we've proven that to ourselves. Now it's just, time for game day to prove to everyone else.
Well, I'm thinking like in the Ohio State game, they start to roll a little bit. There's a moment where you guys just kind of decided, no, we're not going to let this happen. Does it take adversity on a Saturday to find out if that characteristic is within a defense, or can you know it beforehand?
I think it more so in practice. You go through a lot of tough times in practice, a lot of adversity. The offense is going to be up at times, and we're going to be down. And it's those times where we have to come together and look at each other like, hey, this is not happening. We're not doing this today. And today is one of those days. It's a two-a-day. A lot of guys get down on two-a-days, so we had to just come out with the same, mindset that, hey, we're going to stop the run. So, it does show beforehand, but it also strengthens on those, those Saturdays that you were talking about.
You guys, there's a lot of joy in the first time you do something. When you guys start taking over the rivalry of Michigan, when you win the Big Ten title, the Rose Bowl, where do you find the joy now? The little things that maybe aren't a first anymore.
The opportunity to be here. We had a great university, and not only that, but the opportunity to play football. This is something that not everyone gets. So, we try to stress that. We stress that to each other. Don't come out with your head down, down and all sad that you have a two-a-day, because a lot of people don't get to do what we do. A lot of people don't get to make friendships, make family, make family here at this university. And not only that, not a lot of people get to come to this university. So that's right there is a joy enough for us to get out there and, give it our all.
How much did you guys grow in the last week of practice leading up to that scrimmage?
I feel like our growth has definitely, improved just because of the adversity that we face each and every day. Going against each other and not only that, but at times, you're going to look over across the ball and be like, man, this guy's been beating up on me, man. I need to win. And I think the best thing about our offense and our defense is we communicate so well. So after practice, we'll let each other know, like, hey, you did this, that showed me you were doing this. So I feel like that, as we've been talking and as we've been communicating with each other, we've been growing to be, to play together and growing to help each other. So it's been, it's definitely been huge over this past week since, the first game is coming up so soon.
Shilique, it was a bloodbath on Friday at the scrimmage. You guys came out with a little bit of an attitude. Talk about that defensive swag.
We just, we don't like to lose, so that was the biggest thing. We tried to come out there and, show Coach that, we were going to do what we need to do. We were going to be productive this year, and a lot of the guys got the mindset that, we do have a great offense. Now let's compete. So that's the main thing. We came out there ready to compete, and not only that, but we wanted to win. We don't like losing.
You talk about Cody at the right.
Oh, Cody Killer.
I know you don't go against him a lot, but you do some.
Yeah, I do go against him a lot in practice, actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he's definitely been improving, and I would say that he's following the footsteps of Jack John pretty well, Jack Conklin. So he's been definitely taking coaching from him, and I've been talking to him on enough, and he's been talking to me. But he has definitely been improving, and we've discussed that. We've discussed that numerous times. No more Batmans.
When you see Connor Cruz go down, and that's a guy you guys battle with, but you're still friends, how does that hurt personally? You've talked last year when guys got down, it hurts, you don't want to see that. What's that moment like when you look over and he's down?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, trying to keep him up. Don't get sad, don't get down, this and that, because we do have guys that can switch positions. But the biggest thing is just try to stay positive with them. When something happens like that, you don't want that person to be like, oh man, you're down. Oh, we lost our guard. This and that. We want that guy to be like, hey, you good, man? Come on. Let's go get that treatment, get back, get healthy real fast. So I feel like that's what we've been doing. We haven't really been down on it. We've been trying to keep them up and trying to stay positive.
Thank you.
How much of a move have you maybe noticed from Mylan Hicks at that linebacker spot?
Mylan's definitely gained a lot more confidence. He's understanding the position a lot more, seeing that he's been there for 2 years now. So now he understands the position, and now he's just trying to understand not only what he's supposed to do, but what the rest of the defense is doing, so that he can better his play and better the team's play.
That's what you take with a guy like Connor Cruz when he's down. It's the same kind of attitude you have with your young defensive linemen. Do you think they should be doing more than they are?
I would say more so, What do you mean, like injury-wise?
No, I'm
or
just saying like guys like Craig Evans who just thinks, oh, I should be dominating at this level because I dominated in high school.
No, I try to tell those guys that just, it's a higher level of competition, and I definitely stress to those guys that you're not gonna be able to do what you did in high school, because now everyone's the best from their school. Everyone's been doing it. So don't focus on winning all the time, but focus on progressing each and every day. Because you're not going to win every battle. So I just try to tell them to just try to progress each and every day. Focus on something new. Even if it's foot placement, hand placement. Just know that you can't win every day. You can't win against that guy every time, but you could try your hardest too.
Do you feel like that resonates with them, or?
Definitely, I feel like a lot of young guys starting to understand that, and they see that you can't win all the time. You can't. You're not always going to win, but you can keep trying too. As long as you keep progressing and keep trying to get better, your percentage of winning will increase.
How different were you guys in this scrimmage versus the first scrimmage?
I think we came out with an attitude. Attitude that we didn't want to lose. Not only that, but we wanted to go out there and compete with such a great offense. We didn't want them to beat up on us, and we still want to be known as that great defense. So we definitely tried to go out there and show it that day.
So doing what? What did you do better?
Our attitude, just basically stopping the run and making them, one-dimensional. So if you're gonna pass the ball, that's all you're gonna be really good at. Or if you're gonna run the ball, which we don't want you to do, then that's the only thing you're gonna be really good at doing. And even then, we're gonna minimize it.
So did Narduzzi cut it loose a little bit more? Was he a little fired up for this one?
Narduzzi's always fired up, man. He's always fired up. There's never a dull day with him. But no, he definitely came in with a different approach, and he told us like, hey, you know what? They won the first one, but what are you going to do now? It's not about that game. It's about this one, the one that's ahead of you. And he just said that it's basically a game. We're not playing against our offense. We're playing against a totally different team. Cut loose and win the scrimmage.
So who impressed you?
Who impressed me most? What side? Offense or defense?
Well, I guess either. I was thinking D, but if there's somebody on the other side too.
No, because Jack John always impresses me. I mean, that guy has definitely been advancing over the years. Even at practice, you can see that he's, definitely working on his technique, and we communicated on a daily basis just because, I try to understand what he does to stop what I do. What is he doing to counter what I do? So I would definitely say Jack John and Cody Killer, because Cody Killer has definitely been stepping up at offensive tackle, and not only been good in the run, but he's been very good in the pass. And I think that he's been communicating with Jack Conklin, and that's why he's been definitely advancing. But on defense, multiple guys like Joe Heath, who's supposed to have a big year this year, but we want to see it in practice also. We want to see what happens when the lights aren't on or the cameras aren't flashing. So he's definitely stepped up and played a big role. Not only that, but Demetrius Cooper, young guy that we see him fitting in the rotation very well. The biggest thing is just make sure he understands the play, make sure he understands what he's doing. Not only that, but the rest of the defense, because defense is known where your help is.
What do you seen from LT this camp? I mean, everybody's raving about him.
I'm gonna give you something small. I seen LT definitely progress. LT's definitely focused, and LT's trying to be our nose tackle or even our 3-tech. LT wants to play wherever you want to put him.
So what about him is
I can't give you nothing more, man.
No?
I can't give you nothing more. Nothing more, man.
Is it because you don't want to?
I don't want to spoil. I ain't trying to spoil it. I don't want to be the spoiler. The first game will tell the rest of it. You guys will see what I saw. I can't
got about
spoil.
2 more for Shilique. I got a couple more things he's got to bang out.
Who's winning between you and Conklin? If you had a scoreboard of this whole camp, who's ahead?
I mean, if we had a scoreboard and we were really counting, probably me. No, I'm joking. Honestly, he's been doing very well. He's been doing very well this camp, and I can honestly say that he's been winning. He's definitely been winning, and I think it's because of his focus, his drive. Conklin wants to get better, and you can see that in his eyes, and you can see that how he practices every day. And not saying I don't want to get better, but he's been really breaking down and studying me up. I'll tell you that. He's definitely broke down my pass rush. So we'll see. Camp isn't over yet, so I still have a couple more days to go ahead and get after him.